And we're live, spitting out the top entertainment stories of the week. It's August. Summer's winding down. It's hot as balls, but we're here to soothe those balls with some wonderful entertainment news and trailers and conversation. My name is John Draper. I'm joined with the Prince of Philadelphia. His name is Shaheen. Shaheen, is it like 1,000 degrees?
It's just humid as hell, man. I went down to the lake earlier, and I didn't feel too hot, but I just tried to walk the dog, and he was just not having it. Yeah, I tried to put him outside, and he was like, "Fuck that."
Yeah, mine
gave me the finger. Right outside on the grass, and I'm walking my chubby ass right back in. So
yeah, it's weird when they give you the finger when they don't have fingers. Be sure, Brian. How is it in the great state of Ohio?
He gives me his asshole. He usually just
shows his ass.
Yeah.
Same here. It's like Swamp. I feel like Swamp Thing, trudging around, sweat dripping off my ass. Except I don't hit Adrienne Barbeau's giant tits to stare at. That's the one downside.
She had a man face, but a woman's body.
I was watching Escape from New York a couple days ago, and my wife goes, "Ugh, oh, she's got nice tits."
She's a handsome woman, as they would say, Adrienne Barbeau. And who could forget her in Creepshow? But listen, we have all night for that. If you're joining us for the first time, thanks for checking us out. We're here each and every Thursday at 8:30 on the East Coast, but we have a special Patreon. It's at patreon.com/spitballmedia. You thought I was going to say something else? $5 a month, Shah. It's an affordable premium program package that has oodles of outstanding exclusive content all across the board.
Yeah, and included is my favorite shows, the Q&As. We got a ton of them. We did one recently, I believe. It was almost 2 hours, I want to say.
Yeah, we split it. It was so big.
Yeah, there's tons of exclusive content on there. I mean, we're talking like thousands of hours by now.
A couple thousand easily.
Definitely go check it out.
And
we'll be doing a watch along sometime soon for the holidays. So
yes, we're trying to figure that out. Maybe before the holiday season. B show, Brian. You know, maybe we should do B show is plan because the summer is almost wrapping up, and of course we do have that Q&A out there. But maybe we should try to plan a holiday watch along.
That would be fun. Wait, what do you mean, like Christmas holiday watch along?
Yeah, like we can watch
a Halloween and a Christmas one, man.
We do like Halloween. We do one. We can do Halloween. We can do Silent Night, Deadly Night, the OG.
I was gonna say the Christmas one sounds fun because there's so many that I'm sure a lot of people listening haven't heard of.
Krampus.
Yeah. We could even, dude. We could like do a Sweet 16 tournament. Just list
Christmas
them all.
Evil. I think we should do some underground stuff that like most people haven't seen. You know, because if we do like Krampus or something, like everyone.
Yeah, Krampus is a little pedestrian.
Yeah, if we do some of these lesser known films.
Yeah, lesser known. Of course, you got to go to that Patreon, $5 a month. Give yourself a gift. You've been good all summer. Okay, you haven't had any fentanyl, at least to your knowledge. $5. Knock it out of the park. You can get in on that August Q&A and Patreon pals. You got your August Q&A up right now. We're gonna have another special episode for you before the end of the month, and of course, make sure you get your questions in. Now, before we move on to the content here, we wanted to do something a little special tonight because there's been so many shows and so many things happening. It seems like a lot of stuff has kicked off, but we would be remiss if I didn't bring this up immediately because I am the only one on the panel this weekend that went out and saw what many people have almost universally said is not only one of the best, if not the best horror film of the year, but the best film of the year. I'm talking about Zach Cregger's Weapons. Now, if you're not familiar with Zach Cregger, if you saw Barbarian and went, oh my fucking God, this is brilliant, you are familiar with Zach Cregger. This is his second writer-director debut, so to speak, his follow-up to his debut. And Bisho Brian, this motherfucker, this guy is starting to look like a goddamn genius, and this movie did very well over the opening weekend.
I know we'll talk about Monkey in a minute because I watched it this week, but how do you think Zach Cregger stacks up against Oz Perkins?
Oh, wow. I would say compare him more to Ari Aster after you saw Midsommar.
Okay.
And Shad, the reason why I'm saying that is this is a 2 for 2. This guy has now banged out 2 high-level, successful, out-of-nowhere fucking movies that have really changed the tone.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Perkins yet, just because the Monkey, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't anything like Longlegs. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't in the same tone at all. And of course, we'll get into that in a little bit, but I don't know how I feel about The Keeper because we don't know much about it yet. That comes out this year, though, right?
Yeah, towards the end of the year. Yeah. And it looks tremendous. It looks absolutely tremendous.
But dude, either way, though, shout out to him for putting out 2 movies in 1 year. That's not easy. I mean, he's got The Monkey and he's got releasing in the same year. That's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, but I do think a fair comparison is the Ari Aster because of the writing and the directing, which, as we know, is not. There's great guys that direct that didn't write it. And there's guys that write it and don't direct it. This is now a guy who is only directing his own shit, much like some of our other favorite people, like Alex Garland. Comes to mind, right? But Shab, what have you heard about Weapons? Obviously, it's dominating the fucking landscape right now.
I mean, the hype is there, man. All I've seen is great reviews so far. I'm supposed to see it next weekend, so hopefully I'll see it next weekend, but I'm expecting a lot, man, and I don't want to go into it, you know what I mean, overhyping it just because I don't want to set myself up for failure, because that's essentially what happened with Longlegs for me. Like, I really enjoyed it, but people were saying this is like the scariest movie since Silence of the Lambs and all this crazy shit. And overall, I thought it was a good movie, but I thought it was, a little overhyped. So I'm going to go into it with realistic expectations because, a lot of movies people tend to hype up, and I tend to be let down by it.
Right.
Even like The Substance, you know what I mean? When that came out, people said that was like the best horror movie in the last 20 years. I love The fucking Substance.
Oh yeah, it's like, tremendous.
I don't know. I think it was number 2 for me last year.
Yeah, it was everybody's maybe, 1 or 2. Like it was everybody. It was like everybody's 1 or 2.
But I mean, saying it's like the best horror movie in the last 2 decades. Come on.
Yeah, B-Show, obviously the hype on this is tremendous, but, I don't know. Could you pull up box office? Because this definitely delivered. It was like a $39 million movie that did close to 80, I think.
Well, I pulled up the Rotten Tomatoes. I was surprised to see that they're still at 94% from the critics, 86% from the audience.
Wow.
I can work on box office in a second, but it's interesting that StreamYard keeps fucking with my layout. Interesting that, to me, Zach Cregger seems, at least from this movie and Barbarian, to be what most people would like M. Night Shyamalan to be. Where M. Night Shyamalan will put out a movie, the premise, you think you know what it is, and then all of a sudden it takes a turn and there's some surprise or some shit. Half the time it pays off, half the time it doesn't. So far, Zach Cregger's what, 2 for 2?
Yeah. In a big way. In a very big way. Like, so if money making, reviews.
He might be able to be the guy who does M. Night Shyamalan better than M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, it's funny you said that because someone in the chat just brought that up. But, Bisha, I'm just going to rewind a little bit to acknowledge some of our friends in the chat. I see we have Hey Now Rich Dow. We have Joe Punches. He's a big fan of Weapons. And then, of course, give me 1 second. Thanks to you guys for hanging out there. Don Stoney hanging out with us tonight. He is an attorney, so please address him as Don Stoney Esquire. Our good pal Chris Matthews is in there. And then, of course, we have RamsFan086. And I saw somebody else. Josh Richards, 81. What's up, Josh? And then I did see Young John in there, but I believe he had to step out. He just wanted to say hi for a moment. And Mo Durkinway from the Dungeon TV, he asked if Hollywood should do a remake of The Warriors. The Brooklyn person's going to say no. No, don't do that. Not now, not ever. Thank you. Don't do it. Marquise hanging out with us. Thank you. Shout out to him. Slave of Cheeks is there. That's Young John JLD. He was just saying he's about to head out to work. Thank you, John, for checking in. And then I want to say somebody had something in there. I think it's God, where did it go? I'm so sorry, guys. Gary Thorpe, he had a little message in there. My first night in my home, and my newborn still had to tune in. Gary, thank you and congratulations.
Yeah,
as far as that goes, I didn't want to miss that. And of course, Ryan Keefe was mentioning M. Night B. Show when you were mentioning him, and of course, the Drucifer Yarcifer is there. So shout out to everybody chilling in the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's funny that he was bringing up M. Night B. Show the same time you were bringing it up.
And first, thank you, Josh. You said he just signed up for the Patreon. So
thank you, Josh.
Yeah.
Make sure you get a Q&A in there for August. If not multiple questions, you can ask whatever the hell you want.
Absolutely. So we were talking about M. Night Shyamalan. You are correct. And one thing we've talked about on the show before, I think we did a deep dive on one episode, maybe a Patreon.
I think we did too, M. Night.
His work is mixed with us. I don't like The Village. Shaw likes The Village.
I love The Village.
Someone didn't mind the Beach movie. One of us hated the Beach movie. So it's very mixed. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's very mixed, and a lot of people are mixed on him too. It'll be amazing to see if Zach Cregger can continue this quality. And, I mean, people seem to be digging this stuff. So, according to Screen Rant, Weapons has now reached a cumulative box office goal of $100 million.
Oh, damn!
$60 million at the domestic and $40 million international.
And it's going to have a big weekend. It does not have stiff competition shot this weekend. This movie is going to make a lot of money, dude.
Dude, I did not expect 100 million. I thought it made like 10 million. I had no idea. Fucking 100 million? That's what Insidious did. And remember how they were hyping it up, saying Insidious just broke 100? I mean, good for him, man.
Yeah.
Is it a Neon movie? No, it's a.
No,
Fox.
It's Lionsgate. And then it falls
20th
under
Century,
Fox.
isn't it?
20th Century Fox under Lionsgate.
Okay. I was hoping it was Neon, man. I would be happy for him.
No, he has a contract with.
Disney,
So I also want to remind somebody. Drew brought up a great point. It's a $38 million budget, so this is a smash. But guys, if you guys remember when we did a deep dive on Barbarian, because we were like, this came out of nowhere. We did a deep dive and we discovered that was never supposed to go to theaters. It was sold for like $10 million. And Bisho, at the last minute, they said, we'll just put it in theaters and see how it does.
Wait, what was that? I missed
Barbarian was never supposed to be in the movie theaters.
That's right, yeah. And
ever.
It's funny how, like, I can't get past the fact that the movies are so good, but they're, from what I'm hearing, and you guys can, I don't know, John and Drew can correct me if I'm wrong, how different is this movie from what you expected going in?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to talk about the movie. I can't because it's too, and I'll tell you why. It's very literal, and there's maybe 6 speaking parts in the whole fucking movie. I mean, so it's like you got to understand it's also non-linear. Okay. So there's a lot happening in this, hour and 45 minutes more or less. I would say it's very different from Barbarian, but I felt the tone of the fact that this motherfucker knows how to put a little scare in you out of fucking nowhere with very little pretense. You know what I'm saying, Sha? You know when you're not sure what the plot of movie is and you're like, I still don't know what's going on. And then they give you something juicy. You go, yo, what the fuck was that? Remember like Barbarian did that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I went into Barbarian expecting to hate it.
Jesus.
Just because it was partially spoiled for me. Like I saw the creature. So
I didn't even know there was a creature in the movie.
Yeah, so I saw it already, and I was
like,
is this what it's about? Like, I'm not really into this. Because to be honest with you, the creature I thought was kind of iffy. I wasn't really a big fan.
But it worked, dude.
It worked because of the concept. I love the concept. I thought the concept was fucking just grimy and dirty and disgusting.
Nasty.
So that's what initially drew me to it. So I'm hoping Weapons at least has some of those layers. I don't know if it does it? Is it disturbing?
Yeah, it does. I just want to bring up, Ryan Keefe says it's a symptom of Hollywood where mid-budget movies are going by the wayside when they too could be hits. Yeah, I think it's marketing, Ryan. I absolutely think it's marketing. For example, The Monkey, and we're going to talk about The Monkey in a minute in more detail. I didn't think the marketing for The Monkey worked for me, Bisho, because I think they should have marketed as a straight horror comedy. It's a good movie. We're going to talk about it in more detail. But I found the marketing was just like from the guy who gave you long legs. And it's like, oh, the creepy fucking disturbing Satan movie that everyone's uncomfortable with, that loves. Oh, it's a horror comedy. Yuck, 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 yuck. You know what I mean?
And then I had people online saying, like, disagreeing with you. I saw on Twitter saying, it's not a horror comedy. It's like, it is completely a horror comedy.
It's 100% a horror comedy.
And I don't know if that's just a symptom of, like, we've talked about the Blumhouse effect, where there's a lot of movies that come out, and I think it's because generationally, like, younger people aren't able to just take and handle that tension. They have to blow it off. They're nervous. So I don't know if it's they don't realize that that's not horror. Like we've watched movies, even recent ones, where it's very tense and it consistently lasts throughout.
Long legs.
Exactly, and it's dread and it draws
really
you
tense
in.
Movie, man.
Whereas they're movies that, and I keep saying Blumhouse, but that's like an overarching generalization, I guess. Where I'm sorry, driving me nuts. Someone is screaming in.
Yes, is it like are you guys shooting a Girls Gone Wild in the house? What the hell's going on there? Children Gone Wild?
I wish. No, my kids are probably just filming TikTok and screaming into the fucking MetaQuest VR. I'm gonna kick some fucking ass. Anyway,
B-Show, it's all right. I just want to read this real quick, and then I want to move on from this because we really don't want to talk about the plot. Rams fans said, Drapes, if you take out the final 25 minutes of weapons, what would you rate it? Home run. Because look, I'm not going to lie to you. The last 20, 25 minutes is like a fever dream. Like, you're both going to be there like, yo, what the fucking fuck? And it just comes at you and comes at you and comes at you. Remember, Barbarian did that for the last 15 minutes, where now it's a creature chasing you in the fucking street, and you don't know what the fuck's going to happen. It's that kind of a film. But I do think that, Shah, one of the things that I like about this is now we have another voice in horror to kind of fill this void that we didn't have 3 years ago.
I honestly don't even think we have that void anymore, man. I think there is probably a solid like 7, 8 horror directors that are doing some essentially like masterpieces. Again, with Ari Aster, I think he's kind of steering away from horror, which makes me sad because I think
he's
by
gonna
little
go back. I have a feeling he's next.
Yeah, but he's such an artist, dude. He's such a creator. He's one of those guys. He's like, I don't want to duplicate what I've done before. I gotta accomplish something new, and I get that, but I love his horror movies. You know what I mean? I want him to continue doing those.
But also, Shah, not for nothing, they're kind of hard to duplicate, right? I mean, you can't.
Yep. I mean, you don't have to necessarily duplicate it. You could do something completely new, but I just trust his vision so much that I'll watch anything he makes, preferably horror.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, wait till you see Eddington. It's just it's the most. It's so ambitious because of how much no one wants to be reminded of COVID forever, and yet he goes, "Fuck it, it's a COVID movie. Here's the biggest stars in Hollywood. COVID movie." And it's gonna, lose like 30, 40, $50 million. But before we move on, B-Show, you saw it Together. So now two of us have seen Together. And that's still making money as well. So right now, these are the 1-2 punches. Now that Sinners has sort of died down for people, and it's been on cable, it's been on rotation in HBO. The two big movies right now floating around there are Together and, of course, Weapons. And you'll hear about these movies for a little bit. Obviously, as we move into the fall, we got a bevy of horror films to come out.
Is Together a big movie, though? Because I'm looking at...
didn't do well.
No, it's only made like $20 million worldwide.
I didn't do well. I don't know why. I think a lot of people are staying away. I don't know why. I think people that seeing it are enjoying it, right, B-Show? But I don't think enough people are seeing it.
Yeah, but what was the budget, though? Because $20 million for like a small independent...
It probably was about $30 million, I would say.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say $30 million.
Shit, man, because a lot of those A24 movies, they end up making like $10 million,
Yeah.
Wikipedia says 17 million.
Oh, wow. Okay, and it did 20?
20 so far worldwide.
It's not going to do any better now. Now Weapons out there.
It did 10 in its opening 5 days and 20 total. So
that we may have to examine down the road because, again, that's going to be a movie that is going to be, when we go at the end of the year, everyone's going to be like, Sinners together, Weapons, Sinners together, Final Destination, 28 years later. It's going to be the same shit. It's going to be the same fucking shit over and over and over again. But we wanted to get to movies and shit that we've watched. But I want to bring this up because I am still crowing after the debut of Alien Earth. Now, Alien Earth is the TV show that is a Hulu exclusive by Noah Hawley. If you're not familiar with Noah Hawley, he's not really known for films. He's known for the Fargo TV show and the short-lived Legion, which was me and Mish and one other person were the only people that watched the show on the planet Earth.
I tried. I got like 2 episodes.
But it was very ambitious. It was like, I wasn't on a lot of weed back then, and I kind of feel like I want to watch it now, like just trip out and watch it now. Because I have a feeling if I watched it now, you'd be like, oh my God, this is like the best shit I've ever seen in my life. But Noah Hawley is now taking the reins for the TV show. This takes place before the first film. It follows Prometheus and then, I guess, Covenant and then this. So that's where we're at with the movie. It debuted the other night. Back-to-back episodes. They're about 50 minutes long, 48 minutes long. I watched both of them. I will say the first one, Shah, I thought was great. Loved it, but I thought it moved a little slow. And then the second one barreled me. I was literally screaming at the TV last night watching the 8-foot xenomorph that looks unbelievably good. Maybe the best looking xenomorph we've had in years, Shah. I know you've only seen the first one, so we could just talk a little bit about the first episode. What did you think of the first episode?
Yeah, so I actually just got finished watching the first episode. I plan on watching the second one. I'll probably watch it tonight after the show. It started out very slow. I'll say that. which is what I heard. So going into it, I knew it was going to be slow. I thought the CGI was amazing in this.
Looks like it cost a fortune.
That crash scene with the ship when it hits the buildings and all the...
Oh, it's like a Marvel. It's like a big budget Marvel, like the way Marvel
it looks super realistic. So, as far as the plot, I'm a little confused. I know there's like 3 tribes of...
There's 5 now. There's 5 corporations that control what is Earth, 100 years from now.
Doesn't sound too far off.
It really doesn't.
It's like
really doesn't sound too far off.
Google, Apple, fucking Amazon. It's like
there's 5, and now there is so much influx of the AI, of the artificial person, whether they're a cyborg, whether they're a full-on AI B-show, or whether or not they're the new version, which is of human intelligence and emotions passed into an AI.
Oh God, that sounds so creepy. But it sounds like where we're going.
We're going there.
Jesus Christ. Honestly, I think we deserve it. My wife said something earlier today. I said, we deserve exactly what we get. But no, I want to see this. I think from the trailer, I was surprised at how impressive it looked from, for something that's smaller budget going to streaming. Because usually, like, even The Mandalorian, even though that was praised for having good effects because they used a lot of like projection screens on sets, it looked very natural. You could still tell it was a downgrade. There was a lot of claustrophobic sets and reused areas that were very tight together, but just everything seemed like it looks like big budget here, which is not at all what I expected for something to hit.
Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this fucking shit. Honest to God. Shot, what I loved was everyone said Noah Hawley did a good job making the 70s future technology in 2025.
That's pretty much what I got from it too. It seems like and B-Show's right, man. It's probably not too far fetched, man. In 120 years or whatever.
It's really not, dude.
I mean, look at AI in the last 2 years. How much it's advanced? Imagine 120 fucking years from now, dude. I mean,
it's really not. I love the second episode. I love the usage of Black Sabbath at the end of the first one, which Noah Hawley has used Black Sabbath before. Spoiler alert: he uses Tool. Tool are notorious for not allowing anyone. They only hit fucking iTunes 4 years ago, okay? Not even 4 years ago. They weren't even allowed on streaming. But they must have fucking thought enough of this to say, yeah, you can use one of our songs in your TV show. He's ending every episode with a full song, a hard-ass song, which is a building bridge to the next episode. I will say this about episode 2. It was better than 90% of the horror films that I've seen this year. It is gory. The special effects are absurd. Shah, what did you think of the Xenomorph? Looks great.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you this. When it first, does it have like spider legs in the back? Or am I bugging out? Did I see that correctly? Like,
it's smaller. It's 8 feet. It's an 8-foot
Well, the first alien that comes out, right, when it breaks through the glass door, does it have like spider legs, or am I just
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. It's fleshed out. You see so much of the Xenomorph in the second episode. Like, you see it fighting, you see it killing, you see it massacring. The fact that it's like stands size to size with you. It has a good fight with the cyborg guy shot, that cyborg, like the guy who turns his hand into a fucking, like that looks amazing.
This sounds amazing.
Oh my God, B-Show. The special effects through the roof and the blood and gore in this are off the charts.
The one thing you're going to hate, though, is the product placement in this. Dude, the first fucking episode, the whole thing is Disney. Like, there's just Disney advertising.
Hold on. You're obfuscating a huge point here. The reason is all of the new AIs are named after Peter Pan and the Lost Boys because they're children. That's why. So
but they're playing Ice Age in the background. Like, it's all
because they're children. Movies. Yeah, but keep in mind, it's 100 years later. Like the second episode, they're watching old baseball because it's nostalgia now to watch 20th century.
I get both. John, I get both. Yeah.
But it's extremely long. It's like cringeworthy long. That's why I'm like, if it was like a split second, like I get it. They really pan in on the fucking Peter Pan and the Ice Age. Like it's like a fucking
I kind of forgot about that because I don't want to put the cart before the horse because there's only 2 episodes. There's other monsters in this.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're going to see, guys, the other monsters that he made when he gave an interview. He said he wanted them to be worse than the Xenomorph. Dude, that's awesome. They're all practical. They're all practical.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about the spider legs, because I was wondering if he's, the scorpion in there. I don't know if they're cross hatching the DNAs between the aliens and insects. So I'm curious to see what comes out of it. But
yeah, wait till you see 2. It has everything that you want. Oh my god, everything that you want.
I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love it. I'm totally dialed in. I'm a huge fan of Fargo. I'm a huge fan of the Fargo TV show. If you've never seen it, it is brilliant. The first 2 seasons are like on a whole other level. Last couple of seasons, not as good. Oh yeah, the eye thing and the second thing with the eyes.
It's like a leech with like 8 eyes. Or
yeah, and it looks real. It looks real.
Well, it's one single eyeball too.
No, yeah, but it's got eyes in the eyeball and it runs around.
I'm with Drew Yari. Horror movies always need a smaller budget and practical effects.
But also acting is on point. Shot right. Everyone's good. Everyone's good. Yeah.
Another thing I noticed is, dude, they have every race, color, everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to you, there's an Asian guy, there's an Indian guy, there's a ginger white woman, there's a mixed black dude that's half white, half black, there's a full black dude.
Yeah. They really
like everything you can think of.
They really should have just had a better time thinking
Hispanic
about
woman, they got literally
everyone. Yeah, by the way, the girl herself, Sydney Chandler, her father is Kyle Chandler, who you've seen in 100 movies. Who is also now a part of the DCU. I think he plays Kyle Rayner in the Green Lantern. She's gorgeous. She's kind of racially ambiguous. I thought she was Asian, like her. She was like some sort of half this, half that. She's as white as a ghost. That girl, Shot. That girl looks. Doesn't that girl not look white?
I mean,
the main girl.
She looks white. I thought she was white.
I thought she looked Asian.
No, she's white, dude. I could tell she was white.
I didn't know that she was who she was, because she's also from a TV show about the Sex Pistols called Pistols. She plays Chrissy Hind, which is a very disservice to.
You're talking about Wendy, right? Is that was her name?
You don't think Wendy looks Asian?
I mean, let me Google her again. I don't.
B-Show Brian, pull up Sydney Chandler.
I'm looking.
I would have bet she was some kind of half Asian. She had like a Brandon Lee thing going.
Oh, I can see what you're talking about here. Maybe
or Latina. That girl's white as a motherfucker. She all white. You could believe this girl
white, is. That's a white woman.
Really?
Oh, yes. It's a white woman.
This is what the honkies look like these days?
Yes, man. That's why I fell in love with white people again, man. I transitioned over, man.
B-Show.
I was like, oh, shit. White girls look like this nowadays?
B-Show, if I told you this girl was half Asian, half Latina, you wouldn't even blink, though. You wouldn't even tell.
I don't even know nowadays. I really don't. It's hard to tell. If I looked at her at first glance, I wouldn't think that.
She's got a great look though. She
looks like an anime character for Christ's
That's what I'm saying. Like look at her, dude. Like, come on. She's got a
she doesn't look Asian. She looks like the way Asian
even right.
Keeps draw a white person.
She's 100% white. And I'm like, yeah. Her father is Kyle Chandler. Where do you see her father? He's the dad from Friday Night Lights. That's her dad. He's in 100 movies. This motherfucker.
Where'd he go? Too many ads.
Too many ads in this motherfucker.
God damn, dude, that's why.
She's a good actress. She's very good. She's very good. My boy Timothy Oliphant looks like he starved himself to play an AI in this. He's got the blonde hair. It's weird. I had to look to see online who was AI and who wasn't. Yeah, somebody said she could play Bjork.
That's what was confusing me, man. I couldn't keep up with like what's what, who's a human, who's a AI, who's what I mean. So I gotta adjust to it. Plus, to be fair, I was scrolling a little bit on my phone. I got a little distracted from time to time because it was so slow in the beginning. But
oh yeah, for sure. Well, listen, we wanted to check in with some stuff that everybody's been watching on their own. Shock caught up on a ton of shit. B-Show caught up on some shit. And, of course, I just saw, obviously, I was just talking about that I saw the big movie was Weapons. I've been to like 4 movies in like 4 weeks. So I might, I don't think I'm going this weekend. Shah, why don't you let the people know some of the stuff you caught up on before we get to some of our trailers that we wanted to review?
Yeah, so I watched 2 A24 movies. I watched Death of a Unicorn. I think I watched that like last Thursday night. I didn't really like it, to be honest with you.
Should have been way better. Great premise, bad execution.
Yeah, and the CGI looked really bad at parts.
Unicorn looked awful. Took me out of the movie.
Yeah, and I like the concept of like evil unicorns. Like I thought that was a cool idea.
It was a very cool idea.
I liked even the cast. You know what I mean? The cast was dope. It's
Paul Rudd,
borderline like a little bit comedy.
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, maybe like 30% comedy.
Yeah.
Which I was fine with. Like overall, I would have enjoyed it if the CGI just wasn't so fucking bad. I thought
was
the
pretty
CGI
terrible.
really took me out of the movie.
They seem to not care about the CGI.
Yeah, which is surprising because I mean, A24, man, usually they
know.
put out good shit, you know.
Yeah, it looks like they spent some money on it too. It didn't look like cheap. Like it looked like a location movie. Like they went somewhere beautiful to shoot it, and and then Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega, and like, but yeah, it just falls apart there. Bisho, have you heard anything about it?
I heard it was a disappointment. I heard it was one of those movies where they just slapped the cast together and there was really no substance to it. That it wasn't all that great. So I didn't have very high expectations. In fact, Rotten Tomatoes, it's at 53% right now.
Yeah, that sounds fair. I think that sounds like a fair estimation there. What was the other A24 movie, Sean, you saw?
So I watched The Legend of Ochi, which I liked 100 times more than Death of a Unicorn.
Yeah, that got good reviews.
It's got great effects, and it's just such a colorful fucking movie. It's like an adventure movie.
Is it a bummer though? I don't know what
kind
the
of,
animal like. Yeah,
that's a little bit. It's got sad parts.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not like a real animal, so it's like
doesn't matter though. The premise
CGI,
is really about.
Yeah, it does hit you in the feels though. But overall, man, if you like adventure films and just colorful films,
yeah, we covered this.
Beautifully shot, man. I mean,
yeah, that thing's really cute.
A gorgeous fucking looking movie, and Willem Dafoe was in there too, man. I forgot he was in there.
I forgot Willem Dafoe was in there. Yeah. Now I believe we've all seen The Monkey at this point, Bisho, correct?
Yes, I watched it this weekend.
Okay, so I was disappointed in it because I brought this up when I saw it earlier, and I guess in the winter, I just didn't think it was marketed that well. I didn't think it was a bad movie. I just didn't think it was marketed properly. What was your interpretation of it, Bisho, now that you've finally seen it?
It reminds me of, even though there was parts I liked about it, it's like we've talked about before. It was just a series of scenes, and it was a horror comedy. It was like there was some really cool kills.
Oh yeah,
there was my favorite. I think is the hotel pool. She jumps in the pool.
The opening's great. The opening's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool shit. There's a lot of great ideas, but it basically just, my estimation, it felt like someone read the book and then went, all right, I'm going to take this, and we're going to show this happen. It's like the South Park thing we've talked about. This happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens. And there's a couple like points in the movie where it takes a turn, but really to me it was just a series of scenes. Nothing. I mean, a couple had impact, but to me it was like it wasn't serious enough. They would buffer it with comedy or goofy shit. There were some good ideas. It just didn't seem like, especially from Oz Perkins, who had just pulled off Long Legs. To me it seemed like a huge step down.
Okay, yeah, me too. I mean, but it's not a bad movie. It's just
not at all.
Sha, what was your take on it overall?
My main issue with it was just too comedic, man. I was not expecting it, even though, I mean, you watched it prior to me watching it, so I kind of got the heads up that it's not going to be exactly what I expect, but I didn't realize how much of it was comedy. You know what I mean? I mean, the gore was cool, man. Like, I like the premise, I guess. It's probably not going to make my top 5, to be honest with you. It's probably number 5 for me right now, just because I haven't seen it.
It might be a top 10,
probably top 10.
Yeah, maybe
top 10 is fair.
I mean, it was definitely, again, I don't think any of us are saying it's bad. I didn't, when people were jerking off over it, like, this is the best, Osgood Perkins hits it again. And I'm like, no, not really. The ending, what did you guys think of the ending? Because I still kind of didn't understand the bus thing. Where were you on that, Bisho? Because you recently saw it before. I haven't seen it since, so I don't.
I thought it was like, I'm not going to ruin it. I thought it was a very final ending. And to me, it just seemed like they kept stacking up kill, like to try to overdo it at the end. So I didn't think it was anything much more than that, or just to sell like the nihilism of it. Like, because that's the story. It's like, this is the curse and this is what you live with. And you just have to, basically shit happens and you have to deal with the consequences.
Right.
Fate is inevitable. So I thought it was just, it had to do with that. But I thought there was some things shoehorned in at the end that didn't need to be there. I like I said, I didn't dislike the movie. I liked it, but it had a hard time keeping my attention. One, because it was really long. It felt really long.
It was about 15 minutes too long, I would say.
Yeah.
And that ending underwhelmed me, like the crescendo with the brothers. I was like,
that to me,
should have been a bigger moment. Like, I don't know, it was like a 2-minute moment and then it was over, right? Sha, what did you think of the ending?
To be honest with you, I barely remember it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that movie didn't really leave much of an impression on me. I just remember the gore scenes for the most part. To be
That were
honest,
very good. That was
that was executed,
well executed.
Properly. But other than that, man, I mean, especially for like a Stephen King film, I went into it not really expecting a fucking comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, he's written so much shit.
And I hope he kind of shies away from doing comedies, man. I'm hoping we don't walk into The Keeper thinking it's a fucking.
Well, we have that Long Walk. That's no comedy. There's no way that's a comedy.
Long Walk.
Yeah, Stephen King. The guys that walk until you can't stop walking, they blow your brains out. And then
I remember that. That's not Osgood Perkins though.
No, but that's Stephen King. That's
no. I'm talking about Perkins. I'm hoping that The Keeper is.
Yeah, J.T. Mulner from the writer and director of Strange Darlings. He did the adaptation for this. So I'm excited. I will go see that for sure. Even though Mark Hamill makes me want to fucking puke every time he's on the internet. But I'm going to let that go. But were there any other honorable mentions before we move on? We got some banger trailers. Bisho, anything else you caught up with?
Yeah, my kid is into Wednesday, so we watched the first.
Oh, I'm waiting to watch that with the girls.
Yeah, we watched the second, the first half of the second season till we're caught up, 4 or 5 episodes. I love Luis Guzman. I don't know how I feel about him as Gomez Adams at this point.
Yeah, I do too. It's a little hokey.
Yeah.
It's probably the hokiest thing on the whole show, actually.
Yeah, and it kind of works, but it also doesn't, so I don't know. Steve Buscemi's in this as like the new headmaster, which is fun.
I heard.
It's pretty fun.
It's fun.
Interesting murder mystery angle, some red herrings. As good as the first season, I don't know. It was fun.
Doesn't have the heat.
Not at all, but it's fine. And also, Wednesday at one point is wearing Adidas windbreaker, like breakaway fucking pants.
Oh, that's funny.
And she was running across the screen, and I'm like,
running. She runs?
Yeah, they're in a fucking caper or some shit going on.
Okay. Yeah, it's cute. It's a cutesy show. It's a good looking show.
Yeah, and she's running across the screen, and I go, Sophie, why the hell is she wearing Adidas pants that I used to wear in 7th grade? And
wow,
she's just,
I love that idea.
Just completely fucking weird. But no, it's fine. There is a cool scene, a creature kind of scene, about it's like a legend of the camp, and it takes on a life of its own. But basically, this kid it's very Edward Scissorhandsy. But basically, this kid at camp died, this legend, and he replaced his heart with a machine. So
so Edward Scissorhands, my God.
Yeah, it is pretty fun, but very Tim Burton.
Okay, Sha, anything else that you caught up with you want to mention before we move on to the trailers?
That Wes Anderson movie. What was it called again?
The Phoenician Scheme, which I saw in theaters. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it looked really, really fucking
great looking movie.
Like any frame, and again, you could say that about any Wes Anderson film.
I know, but this looked really good.
But I mean, this movie, man. I mean, if you think about the colors, like the hue and the contrast of it, I feel like it's like on a fucking 100, right? But it doesn't overwhelm you for some reason. Like it doesn't look like it's oversaturated with color.
Yeah.
It's just very vibrant.
I love the opening of that movie with the plane and the crash.
Yeah, with the plane crash.
Very funny. It was just very funny. Like, you know.
And usually, I don't really. I mean, I get his humor, but I don't really find it funny. This was probably one of the.
Well, you're there for the art. Like, you're there for the high art. You're dialed into the color, the cinematography, the music. I love that cafe ending at the end. I don't know why. That just blew me. That fucking blew me away. That cafe, the tightness, and the shot where they're in that little tight cafe eating. Yeah. Like, you know, it's just so great, you know.
Let me ask you this. Do you think these are sets, or are they going to actual, like, locations, like these mansions? Are these fucking sets, or are these people's, like...
Well, remember, he uses a lot of miniatures for external, and then he does build, and then they build sets. Like, they go...
Because, I mean, some of these, if these are sets, dude, I mean, these look...
Oh, this is going to get... Yeah, he's going to get nominated for, like, 8 Academy Award technicals. Like, there's going to be, like, original screenplay maybe, too. I like this movie a lot. Anyone who saw it loved it. Violet went back and saw it again, like when we went and saw it, because she just fell in love with the girl who plays the nun, who is such a great character. Best thing Benicio del Toro has been in shot a long time. You know,
I agree. I think this might be actually one of my favorite Wes Anderson movies.
Violet said that too. Violet said, "I think this is in my top 3 now," and
it is. I was going to say the same thing. It might be in my top 3 now, man.
Yeah, Bisho, it's very good. It's very entertaining because there's so much like color. And like so much locations and like like destinations. They have to go to the Middle East. They have to go to Asia. They have to go, like they're going all like they go like 5 countries, right? They go to like.
It reminds me of like those old like 60s and like 50s and 60s like adventure movies, like Rat Race kind of, where they're like going to different locations and countries. Like I like those type of films. So this really resonated with me. Look at this. Look at any of these shots, dude. Look at the one next to it.
Look at the table, like the color of the table.
Yeah, like the muted yellows, the muted sea greens, and then there's like these bright grapes on the table in front of it.
The fucking wallpaper is like it's like 4 different colors. It's like 4 different hues in one shot.
Well, see, that's the odd thing too.
How does he do this?
You guys are talking about like how vivid and vibrant it is and how color saturated, but then I look at the pictures and they're all like muted tones.
Well, so, no, but he does that in different shots. Like for example, B-Show, there's a credit scene in an old-fashioned bathroom with women working. And it's shot from the top.
Go above it. You actually just passed it.
You just passed it.
Yeah,
and
go up a little bit more.
It's one of the most brilliant.
Right there, all the way to the left with the bathtub scene.
Yeah, right there.
Like that.
Yeah,
a lot of it.
Yeah, B-Show, that is it. That is one shot, and people will move in and out of this shot for the whole opening credits.
Wow.
Right shot. It's incredible.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, man. Me being an artist, like I had a boner the whole time this movie was
the
on.
Plane. I love The Plane.
I damn near busted.
Love The Plane. The Plane. Was so
I wasn't complaining saying it wasn't vibrant enough. I was just saying it's funny that
in the context.
It was completely unexpected based on how you guys were talking about it, but it's still very, very nice.
Yeah, and then B-Show, he owns like a mansion, and like they shoot like in the foyer of the mansion with these giant staircases. And it's this wide shot where it's like all these things are happening off camera and a kid shooting an arrow off camera, right? And you're just like, what the fuck is going on in the first 10 minutes of the movie?
Awesome. Yeah, he's got like 7, 8 kids out there in the balcony. One of them shoots an arrow.
Yeah, one of them shoots a real arrow. He taught the kids all like they're all esoteric children.
Yeah.
It's a strange movie, but like I think it's totally worth the watch. And I'm glad you saw it, Shah, because I enjoyed it quite a bit when I saw it in the theater.
It's on Paramount, I think, right?
Yeah, Paramount Plus. Yeah, Paramount Plus has it now. I think they might have a lot of his films. I feel like HBO Max had some of them.
I want to watch.
Showtime did at some point.
Showtime did. Yeah, Well, Paramount is with Showtime. They're the same company now.
Right. Yeah. I want to watch Apartment 7A next. That's on Paramount as well.
That is the Rosemary's
Peacock,
Baby prequel.
Rosemary's
Baby.
It's on either Peacock or Paramount.
I think it's Paramount because it has Rosemary's Baby. I'm almost positive it's on. Oh, Peacock has it as well, they're saying. Okay, good to know. But we have a bunch of trailers we wanted to get to, and a couple of them are documentary films, vastly different from one another. So we'll space them out because we want to give them their due. Now, one of them is a documentary on Charlie Sheen. Now, if we can rewind the clock about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, Charlie Sheen was like a big fucking deal. He had left his show under a fucking huff with the fight with the writer of 2.5 Men, and then he decided to do a tour, which was just him saying inappropriate things and getting fucking drunk, and like frat guys fell in love with this dude. But he's a fascinating guy. I think he's 59 now, and just to see where he is at 60 compared to where he was 12, 13 years ago fascinates me. So I don't know what they call it, but it's the Charlie Sheen. It's the Sheen documentary,
AKA Charlie Sheen.
AKA Charlie Sheen, which is not his name. His name is Charles Estevez, actually. But we're gonna play it for you now.
How do I present this with any class?
I think we're past that, Charlie.
We're past that, yeah. When you got a lot of shame about a lot of stuff, shame is suffocating. I lit the fuse, and my life turns into everything it wasn't supposed to be. There's only one person alive that has the answers to so many people's questions about me. And that's fuck it. Somebody call action.
He's going the distance.
Oh, it's Netflix.
You wanted to like him because he was lovable, brilliant, handsome, charming, and smart.
Charlie's a crybaby pussy bitch.
Charlie's career really took off.
And the whole world goes, he's the fucking guy. Imagine what that did to my head.
He was the highest paid TV star of all time.
Everything was fine for a while. Nobody got hurt, nobody got arrested. For a while.
And he started experimenting with everything.
When it started to change, it was quick.
He kept saying, no, I'm in the hospital now, but next week I'll be ready for the show.
Oh my God.
When Charlie said that he was smoking 7-gram rocks, he was smoking 7-gram rocks.
He testified against me, and I went to jail.
I was aware things were coming unglued. Winning! I can't imagine being my dad. I'm gonna really hurt the people I love.
You can't really have a relationship with someone going through addiction.
Now, Charlie sober, he's going to tell you the truth.
The stuff that I plan on sharing, I had made a sacred vow to only reveal to a therapist.
Is there going to be anything off limits?
No.
Because he's going the distance.
Okay, Sha, I have to watch that because I have a feeling there's so many awful things this man did that we don't even know about.
I still can't believe he's smoking fucking 1/4 ounce crack rocks. That's fucking insane. Yeah. I'm seeing more and more of this. We had that Pee-wee one that recently came out. There was another one too, right? Somebody else had. Was it
Ernest?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So this seems to be a theme. I think it's probably cheaper to produce these. So you're probably going to see more and more of this.
Well, Netflix pays well. They have a reputation of paying the big fucking bucks, dude.
Mm-hmm. But what I mean is these are easy to pump out. You know what I mean? Like if you have the money, you don't have to put much into the production. It's just getting a couple people together and telling stories and splicing some clips in there. It looks interesting though. I'd check it out. You know, I still haven't seen the Pee-wee one. I need to see that.
You need to watch that. Yeah. B-show. You know, it's funny when I heard him talking. I heard Artie Lang's voice like in my head, like the dried up. You know, because you could see he's dried up.
Yeah,
you could tell he's not on anything. You could just tell he looks like a rehabbed person. But then I saw that montage of his movies, and I said, "Fuck, this guy had a great career."
I forgot how many movies he was in because
big movies.
He's almost like Robert Downey Jr. in a way where they had a career, they had to go off track, they kind of come back on for a while.
Jesus.
I mean, fuck. Even what was Major League? 1991.
I thought it was 88 or 89. Maybe.
It was close, and then Platoon was like 1986.
Men at Work. Yeah, that was like 89 or 90.
And then the run on 2.5 Men was crazy. So here's the thing.
Yeah, he's the highest paid actor on television.
I have an issue with documentaries like this from a philosophical standpoint of here's someone who was described as a narcissist who allegedly, knowingly, possibly infected people with HIV.
Yes.
Without telling them that he was positive. Yeah. Allegedly. And now toward the end, he's gotten, it reminds me of the born again Christian in wrestling thing where like people can be pieces of shit and then they go, oh, I'm good. I got God. Now I'm going to tell everyone my problems.
Jesus forgave me. So you guys have to too.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, him doing this for Netflix, getting to be like, oh, I'm going to be honest now and I'm sorry.
Yeah, but P-Show, he got the people who, like Chuck Lorre, the creator of 2.5 Men, who he was at war with for a decade, and John Cryer, who, you know, and even Heidi Fleiss, who he helped put in prison, participate in this. And Sean Penn doesn't, you know, he's kind of a closed guy. Like,
I understand, but like, you know how it's going to be receptive. People aren't going to think about that portion of it. It's going to be, oh, that was terrible when he was being a piece of shit, but look at how much of a great guy he is now. Like, I'm not.
I don't know that we're getting that. I got the. He's just not on drugs and alcohol anymore. But
all right. Well,
I'm going to check this out. I'm going to check this out.
It's like if they did a Vince McMahon documentary now. Yes, it would show all the shitty things that he may have done. But if he can get on there and show that I'm a handsome son of a bitch and I'm charismatic, everyone's going to go, oh, well, you know, look at old Vince.
Well, B-Show, we should cleanse the palate here with a documentary about a way more important person named Martin Scorsese. There is a Martin Scorsese documentary, and I know Shah is going to watch this the day it's available because talk about careers and just like one-of-a-kind people. Martin Scorsese still making movies in his 80s, but there is a documentary coming out. I'm sure it's going to be loaded with stars, and we have the trailer for it now of this maybe one of the most prolific directors of all time.
Marty was very upset. I get a call.
Spielberg.
At the office, and Steve.
I love that they're all boys. I love it.
Yeah, can you come over to the house? They want me to cut all the blood spurting. They want me to cut the guy who loses his hand.
And he was going crazy. I mean, there were stories he wanted to kill the head of the studio.
You had a gun?
I was going to get one.
So you said you were going to get a gun?
Yeah, but I wasn't.
This is over Taxi Driver.
Really?
And you said you were going to do well with the gun.
Oh, I was going to...
don't know. I was angry. I said, I'm going to threaten them, or maybe just shoot or something. I had no idea. I mean, I was threatening. What I wanted to do, and not with a gun, I would go in, find out where the rough cut is, and break the windows and take it away. They're going to destroy the film anyway. You know, so let me destroy it. I'll destroy it. But before destroying it, I'm going to steal it. Spielberg and a number of others said, Marty, stop that. Marty,
Spielberg said, don't do it.
The more they said no, the more I said it was good.
I didn't know what to do. And then I don't know who it was
my God,
that
this
had
is a real
this idea
story.
that mollified the MPAA, but it might have been Marty.
What if we took that whole sequence and toned the color down and make it feel more like a tabloid, you know, and make it grainy?
Save the movie because he didn't have to cut any of the violence. He just had to take the color red down to a kind of brown.
Holy shit.
That's bizarre, man. What
Shock.
the fuck? Yeah, I would check this out the day it comes out. You're absolutely. I love Marty, man. I think he's probably one of my favorite people that's still alive. That's not family related.
Oh my God.
I am fucking mesmerized by this already, and we only got one clip. This wasn't even really a trailer. It was more of
this
like
was
a
the
clip.
teaser. This was the teaser because apparently this is stories about his career that have not really been told.
I vaguely remember this story too. I think I watched it on like a YouTube video, but I just assumed it was fake. I just assumed it wasn't real.
I love that he calls Spielberg in like 70 and goes, yeah, I'm going to kill them. I'm going to go take my movie and murder them.
Well, keep in mind, that was like one of his first movies too. So he wasn't
his second film, Mean Streets.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a career yet. He was willing to risk it all.
This was like his first bigger studio film.
Right.
Mean Streets was gritty. It was like a guerrilla style movie making. Yeah. But Bisho, like, these are two of the most brilliant, prolific, generation-defining people, literally candidly talking about one of them getting a gun to steal their movie back.
It's symbolic of that spirit that came out of USC in the 1960s in Southern California. You know, when the Hollywood Code died and they were looking for new voices, they took chances, a lot of chances. Something that I've debated with another friend of mine who talks about like why there aren't any good movies anymore. It's like, well, you only watch the studio shit, the big stuff. And the reason why is because those studios used to take chances on George Lucas, Brian De Palma, Martin Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola, and like they would independently finance some of their stuff and then go to a bigger studio to get it made or to get help or distribution. That really kind of happens now, but you see that with A24, Neon Focus Features, stuff like that. Maybe Blumhouse. Now, so, but it's very evocative of that spirit coming out of the 60s where it was very experimental, very much independent in nature, and I'm all for it, man.
A lot of grit. Yeah, Shah, I was like, when I saw this, I was like, oh, Shah's going to fucking lose it when he sees this fucking
thing. Man, I got a soft spot for
Marty. He's
I love Marty.
Legends on legends here.
I still got to see some of his movies. I've never seen The Comedian. Is that what it's called? Or like the
one with De Niro and
the King of Comedy.
De Niro and Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
That's
dark. That's one of the main ones I need.
Yo, it's dark. Just try to believe. You watch this movie, you're gonna be like, this is really dark.
I'm waiting for Criterion to put it out, man. They have most of his movies out, so waiting for that one.
Yeah, I'm excited for this documentary. We have another movie coming out with a pretty big star, Timothée Chalamet. Is in a movie by one of the Safdie brothers. I believe this is Benny Safdie. There's two Safdie brothers. They have split up. They used to make movies together. One of them is an actor. One of them the other is more of a director. I don't know which one this is. This might be the one that made Smashing Machine. I think that's Benny Safdie. They're two brothers from Queens that I like quite a bit. I've seen some of their films. Enjoyed them. Uncut Gems. The movie with Pattinson where he's the drug dealer that came out.
Times?
High Times, whatever. That movie's amazing.
Yeah, I like that movie.
That's like a Mean Streets kind of movie. The drug dealers in Queens, like the drug dealer brothers in Queens, and one's in the hospital, and Pattinson's like a junked out like maniac. But this is a movie called Marty Supreme. A lot of people are excited about it because it has Timothée Chalamet in it. He's doing a lot of great work. Big name. We're gonna check it out now.
Hello? Hey, it's Marty Mauser. I'm in the Royal Suite. I saw you in the lobby yesterday.
Okay.
Well, I never talked to an actual movie star. You know, I'm something of a performer, too.
Are you?
Yeah, you don't believe me? You what? You got the Daily Mail in front of you?
Shit.
This is you?
Yeah, the chosen one. It's a nice picture, right?
She still looks pretty good.
A24.
Talking about a unibrow. That shit looks crazy.
And if you think that's some sort of blessing, it's not. It means I have an obligation to see a very
like a fucking caterpillar.
And with that obligation
from
comes
Turkey?
sacrificing.
I didn't realize it was
Oh, that's
Turkey.
Josh. Okay, Benny, that's Josh Safdie. Benny is making
I
the
know it's
Smash
hard to
Machine.
believe, but I'm telling you, this game, it fills
This is about ping
stadiums
pong,
overseas.
Oh my god.
And it's only a matter of time before I'm
Is
staring
that
at
Kevin
you from the cover
O'Leary?
of a Wheaties box.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah, she still looks good. Grand Treasure.
I'm not trying to control you, Marty.
It's unacceptable! It's unacceptable!
But I don't think you understand the stakes.
The high stakes
no
of
power here.
world poker or world ping pong.
Yeah. Well, this is the 60s, I think, so it's a very different
This whole
environment.
dream of yours doesn't work
It
out.
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Now this is
an orange ball, which no one's ever thought of.
that?
See, you're already following it way better. Look at his eyes. You're looking more engaged now.
Buddy, custom ball like that, it's gonna cost a lot of money.
Of course it's custom. It's an original ball for an original guy. It's a Marty Supreme, not the Marty normal ball.
It looks like the Peter
That's
Griffin.
a wrestling fan right there, man.
Well, Josh, Safdies like to put in, you know,
wrestling fan.
B-Show, you've probably never seen any of their movies, but unless you've seen Uncut Gems, but Shah, they like to put in like real people. Like they put in they put in real people. Like they don't.
So it's like
you know,
kids.
No, they'll put in like random people on the street. Like they'll put.
That's what I mean, like kids. Those
yeah,
are
like
all real
kids.
people
Yeah,
that are-
yeah. But there's a lot of hype on this. Like there's a lot of hype on this for the Academy Awards because the Academy loves this kind of shit, B-Show.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I mean, we've seen trailers for like the Ferrari movie and this and that, and
Right.
this is one of the obscure ones that I think looks interesting. It's just so bizarre, the ping pong deal and
Well, yeah, that is the backdrop is a little unusual.
yeah, and like the Alphaville version of Forever Young. I enjoy that. I mean, fine, but no, it's quirky, interesting, looks good.
Yeah, Shah, like I said, this is also an A24 movie.
Yeah. Usually I love A24, man. The ping pong kind of took me out, to be honest with you.
Competitive ping pong was a big deal in the 60s.
It's probably one of those movies I'll check out when it comes on Max, but I mean, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
which
not.
probably it'll go to Max.
No,
So,
probably not
If
gonna
it was a big
hear.
deal in the '60s, that means it was probably money laundering, right?
Probably, yeah. You know, Sydney Sweeney's been in the media a lot, and she's got a small movie opening this weekend called Americana, which I didn't know what the fuck this was.
Are people boycotting that movie because of the fucking jeans?
No.
No?
No, I don't think they are.
I'm surprised.
But I only saw the trailer for it like recently, and I didn't even know this was coming out. But I thought it'd be worth bringing up because it actually looks like a really good, low-budget kind of movie. And we'll check it out now. It stars her and Paul Hauser. Is that the guy, the wrestling guy, who wrestles?
Paul Walter Hauser.
Paul Walter Hauser. That's a little too long for me.
What would you do if you had $1 million?
I'd go to Nashville, sing professionally.
I didn't know you were a singer. You sing country music?
What kind of music is there?
Oh.
I got
South
a
by
really dumb
Southwest.
idea I'd like to run by you. I think something bad's going down.
Have a look at the newest addition to my humble little collection.
Artie.
A Lakota Indian ghost shirt. Hello? A ghost shirt?
Why do you want it?
I would prefer it to be in the hands of someone such as myself who could actually appreciate it. If someone were to make an effort to liberate that garment, I would pay.
$500,000, really.
That's what the man said. Okay, fair enough.
So it's a heist movie, okay.
Yeah.
I got like $1 million artifact in the trunk of my car.
Listen to me. I just smashed that son of a bitch's head in. I'm gonna get us out of here. My home is here, in the Great Spirit. What am I supposed to say to that?
Have you seen an old Indian show?
The white woman has it.
What white woman? Your mom? Your sister? Who?
I am the reincarnation of Sitting Bull.
Come on, kid. This ain't exactly the golden age of cultural appropriation right now.
I remember more horses in my day.
Sure, it's ours.
I don't think we should do this.
That thing is worth a lot of money.
All I want is the artifact.
What's up?
Damn.
Now I'm apparently in the middle of a goddamn murder spree.
This looks fun. Oh, that's Halsey. Simon Rex, Eric Dean, Zach DeClaire.
The world is so full of bad things. It's frightening. Especially if you're alone.
The waitress is here?
Goddamn right I am.
Are you any good?
At singing? I'm a hidden gem.
Well, oh, so Braun. Oh, that's Braun. B-R-O-N. They put out a lot of small market movies. That looks like a fun road movie.
Yeah, it looks like a almost reminds me of like True Romance and like Natural Born Killers, kind of like that vibe, like road trip.
Yeah, got a cool cast.
Thriller. Yeah, I mean, I love Sydney Sweeney, man. She is completely taken over. Anna Taylor-Joy, like she can get the fuck out of here now. I don't give a shit, man. Yeah. She's gone. She's out of sight. It's all about Mia Goth.
Well, she got married. I got on. I mean, I think she's just kind of chilling out right now.
Still got too skinny, man. She's like a toothpick.
Yeah,
now,
she needs to eat a little bit.
Kind of ruined everything.
She's got to eat. B-Show, this looks like a fun movie.
Yeah, man, a lot more than I expected. I just thought it was going to be some goofy, like, what was it? Immaculate was fun, but it wasn't like this big over the top deal. This seems almost like not a Wes Anderson movie. Someone said maybe like an early, almost like an early Tarantino movie where it's like an odd characters
heist.
And road movie heist. No, it seems fun. I really don't get the hate for Sydney Sweeney other than like she's not like va-va-voom, and I heard someone describe her as having low income eyes, which I thought was really fucking mean.
Yeah, no one's looking at her eyes. But that opens this weekend, and I was like, maybe. I was like, I'm just gonna sit that one out. But we got a couple more movies to catch. There's a couple horror movies that are opening. One of them is coming to theaters this weekend. I've seen this solicited a lot because of all the rooms, chats, all the groups and shit I'm in for horror, and it's called Witchboard. This got pushed really hard on me from people. So I thought maybe we would check it out here. I thought it looked okay, but I saw it's even playing by me, which is unusual. And it's opening this weekend in theaters.
Has this trailer been out for a couple of weeks?
Witchboard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I had the right one.
Yeah, I'm getting killed.
Directed by Chuck Russell?
Yeah.
Back to she who carved this board.
Oh, dude, I'm into it already.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Come on.
Dude.
Nice. I'm in.
This is in theaters, guys.
Wait, the director of The Mask made this?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Shot like 20 years ago.
You think it's worth it?
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, where's he been? What the fuck has he been doing for 20 years?
He's been doing other shit.
He does some shit.
Produces a lot of things.
Yeah, he's more of a producer.
Damn.
Yeah. This is getting pushed.
Dude, I'm into it.
You have to trust me.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck. I might have to go to the movies.
I don't know. I might need a tissue.
There is such a
Yo,
thing
this
as
looks
destiny, Christian. And hers is not with you.
Yeah, it looks bananas, right? They're pushing this hard on the internet.
Little Patsy Cline.
Christian?
Okay.
Yeah. B-Show, can you pull this up the reviews? Because I must have just got distribution, because I think that's why I was getting pushed. But Shah, what an unexpected good trailer, right?
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is a remake.
Well, no, there was a movie called this previously.
Yeah, because I've seen that Witchboard. I don't know if it's a remake of that, but there was a Witchboard from the 80s, I believe.
Yeah.
Vinegar Syndrome put it out. So,
yep.
Yo, this looks great, though. The only complaint, as usual, is the CGI at the end. There's the one spot where, like, I don't know if it's a witch, some kind of creature.
It doesn't translate that well.
Yeah, it looks a little iffy, but other than that, man, everything else looked fucking amazing. Oh,
69%, which is appropriate for Sydney Sweeney.
No, this is Witchboard.
Yeah, this isn't Sydney Sweeney.
You still got your mind in this.
I know. My mind's in the gutter. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sony was asking me. Anyway, nice segue. Anyway,
Well, rub one
69%.
out, bro. Your mind's in the gutter, man.
I know.
Yeah,
Dude,
really.
the Sydney Sweeney and then the chicks at the fucking orgy and
well, there was an orgy.
God damn. No, this looks good. And Chuck Russell, I saw a little bit of some stuff that evoked some of his earlier work, like Dream Warriors. He directed Dream Warriors. I know he also, I think, produced maybe part of the Green Mile. Not the Green Mile, the Shawshank Redemption.
His name's been around a long time.
Shawshank Redemption, I think. So
He's
he's done a
yeah.
lot, but not a lot of directing lately, as far as I know.
Yeah, this is in theaters, and it's a great trailer. It looks, if it's as good as the trailer, then it's going to the knockout punch there. 69 is an interesting review, but it hasn't. That was a critic score, Bisho, right? Because it didn't open yet.
No audience score yet.
Okay, so it's 69 for critics, which seems fair. I bet you the audience score is going to be in the 70s, possibly 80. But if you want to see a horror movie and you want to stay away, if you've already seen Weapons and Together, this might be a place to go. Anyway, we got one other horror movie. I like this trailer quite a bit. I think this is a bloody disgusting movie. Dreameater. I just love that title. It was being solicited quite a bit this week on a lot of the horror groups. So I thought we would check it out here, and then we're going to head on over to the old Patreon.
I got to skip the ad first.
Of course. But who would have thought that Witchboard would be such a home run?
Yeah, it's funny how there's certain movies that like we're not expecting, or like when we went through at the end of last year and looked at like the slate of movies for this year, this wasn't even close to being on our radar.
There's still a plethora of big horror movies coming out, this year. Toxic Avenger in like next week.
Oh, that's right.
Doctor said some time away might be good for you.
Yeah, they're comparing this to Evil Dead.
We're supposed to record any sleepwalking and what you remember from each episode.
I think. I could be wrong.
Front door open.
I can see why.
Oh, I like that shot.
Back to bed.
While people do sleepwalk,
Oof, that's a
rarely do they
great
lash
shot.
out violently.
He's here. He's here.
There are other people seeing this thing in their dreams night after night.
You need to get out of that house. That wasn't Alex.
Alex, this isn't you.
Damn. Eli Roth. I didn't know that. Okay, I think that now, Sha, this is another thing. Like, I feel like those are things you've seen before, right? But it's weird how things that you've seen before in movies keep popping up in these like found footage, first camera shoot movies, right? Like there's never an end to it.
Right. Personally, I'm not a fan of the trailer. Kind of reminded me of like Quarantine-ish. Like we've seen this before. It's nothing original. Mm-hmm. And anytime they say it's like terrifying, scariest movie of the year,
right,
I immediately just assume it's going to be dog shit. And Eli Roth, man, like, I mean, he's done some good stuff, but recently, other than Thanksgiving, I mean, even Thanksgiving was okay. It wasn't anything that's...
For Eli Roth, it was good. If it was somebody else, we probably wouldn't have liked it.
I do like the name of the movie, Dreameater.
But that shot with the snow was incredible.
Yeah, it reminded me of Longlegs a little bit. Rest in peace, Marcus Crane, man. His clothing line was called Dreameater.
Oh, was it really?
It reminded me. Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Marcus Crane, man.
Marcus Crane. Bisho, like I said, I thought it was. I like some of the stuff in it, but it's just weird the way these things keep popping back up over and over again.
Yeah, we watched a trailer a little while ago about like people going into a house. It was almost like liminal spaces, and you couldn't find your way out. So like, I feel like we've seen that a little bit there. It kind of reminded me of the movie with the weird grandparents and the kids go to stay.
Oh, that's a good movie.
It is.
Yeah. That's an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
And you know what? I didn't dislike the trailer too much, but like again, as soon as I see like oh my god, that's so scary because the camera's shaking. Like I think
it's scary because the guy looks like Jesus.
Well, yeah, Jesus, yeah, I get it. Yeah. But I don't know, man.
Scary Jesus.
Scary Jesus.
That's a good name for a band, by the way, especially if you have a metal band.
Spooky Jesus.
Spooky Jesus is so much better than Scary Jesus. They're like, hey, who's opening tonight? Spooky Jesus. Dude, they suck, bro. Like Shitty Beatles. My favorite name for a band.
The Shitty Beatles, yeah.
It's the greatest name. Every time someone brings up a band, or if they go, hey, I heard you, what band were you in? I go, Shitty Beatles. Maybe you heard of it. Like, just because it's just such a douchebag thing to ask somebody.
Wayne's World should be required reading or required watching for everybody.
I'm seeing more people use clips from Wayne's World. Like, and I'm like, yeah, that shit was funny. Like, I don't know if it holds up. Like, Shai, you think a Wayne's World would hold up today?
If you watched it back in the day, maybe with nostalgia, you'd probably appreciate it. If somebody's watching it in 2025, absolutely not. Dude, I watched the original Happy Gilmore the other day. And I loved it for the most part, and I fucking hate Adam Sandler now, man. Like, it doesn't hold up well, dude. It does not hold up well. Like, it's very cringy.
Really?
When he's like doing like the Goo Goo Gaga shit, I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I watching? Like, what is this? I don't know. I have a weird relationship with Adam Sandler because I really like his movies, but I don't like him. You know what I mean?
I like him, and I don't like his movies.
Wow.
I like him as a person. I don't like him as an actor.
I like
he
him
does the
as a
same
person.
character every time, dude. It's the same fucking character.
He wears clothes from Walmart and Kmart, like clothes. He does not spend money. He does not doll up.
Yeah,
he
that's
doesn't live a
Mick
Hollywood
Foley
life.
too, man. But I mean, do you love Mick Foley right now?
I
Probably
used to
not.
until the
I
internet.
used to do, yeah. I used
Until
to
the
love
internet.
him.
If he wasn't on social media, he'd be one of my top 3 of all time.
Yeah.
But then the internet happened.
Yes. Speaking of the internet and Adam Sandler, have you guys ever seen the Facebook page People Who Look Like Adam Sandler but aren't Adam Sandler?
No, I hope it's women because that would be the greatest thing.
There's been a few, but no, it's basically just random pictures of people from the internet that look like Adam Sandler.
Jews,
but aren't.
Basically, is what you're saying, Bisha. Those are called Jews.
You always got to take it there. No,
I'm just saying. You probably don't know a lot of them where you live.
True.
And I have a house full of them.
That's true. Well,
And
my
I
joke
have
was
a-
going to be, my daughter always says I dress like Adam Sandler, so I was going to have someone take a picture
yeah,
of
but
me.
this is what I'm saying. I
and
like
then
that he
post
does
it to that page, tagging Spitball Media, and
You should do. Listen, that you should dress as Happy Gilmore for Halloween this year.
so I just got to like roll out of bed, basically.
Yeah, just roll out of bed, don't shave, and,
Like borrow a golf club from someone.
and go
in a subway.
shabba-doo, shabba-doo, and then count your money. He's worth like $500 million. For the
I
thing.
wish, dude. I like when people hate on him, like, look at the way he dresses. I'm like, who gives a fuck? He's got more money than God.
He's. I bet you he's worth $300 million because he
Oh,
produces all of his own shit. You know.
Because, like, honestly, if you were in his position, you've already made all the movies you want to make, and they keep throwing money at you to make more movies, wouldn't you just gather all your friends and be like, hey, you want to go to Hawaii, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to Hawaii for fucking 6 months. Okay.
Just as a side note, Slave Cheeks wants to know my shirt. This is a Morrissey shirt that says only Morrissey can judge me. Yeah. And what is Don Stoney goes, Draper's quote from last week's Patreon. The internet was a bad idea. Yeah, it is. I wish the internet didn't exist. I really do, because so many people I like, I could still like. Honestly, like if I did the metric of people I love that I met because of the internet versus people I can't stand that I used to love, the can't stand that I used to love dwarfs it. Like absolutely dwarfs it. Yeah, Joe Punches. Yeah, I said $500 million, 430 to 500 million net worth, and he wears basketball jerseys and shorts. He dresses like a 12-year-old in 1997. Like honestly, like he really does. But good on him. Honestly, like I'm not hating on it. I'm jelly. You know what I mean? And he's like got to be 57, 58 years old. I mean, he's no young guy. Oh, you thought it was Johnny Cash? No, it's not. What do you got there, Bisho?
For some reason, I must not be a part of the group anymore. Okay, never mind then.
What
Fuck you
happened?
guys.
Damn, you didn't look like him enough, man. They kicked your ass out.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
people who
rejoin,
sort of,
man.
I guess there's multiple now, but
Oh
people
my
who
God.
sort of
I wanna
look
see
like
the
Adam
women who look
Sandler.
like Adam Sandler.
So like, it's a lot of it's stupid and random, but like most
That
of the
guy
pictures,
looks like Adam Sandler.
you kind of go like, like it makes you take a second look.
I see what they mean.
People who
John, you might be right. I'm pretty sure these are all Jewish.
Yeah, I think this is like some anti-Semitic site.
Yeah, these are all
honestly. You might be on a watch list, B show. Anyway, speaking of, I mean, that looks just like
That's what I'm saying. Most of these look.
Yeah, this is what we call a schmear body in Yiddish. It's a schmear. But listen, we're going to head on out over to Patreon. We have two special topics to cover there. And to kind of tease the old palate there, we're going to be talking about the 28th anniversary of South Park that just happened yesterday. Unbelievable. Just and their ratings are through the roof. And of course, we wanted to talk about the Paramount deal with UFC. Staggering deal. Just like what's been going on. The death of pay-per-view is something that I wish 20 years ago happened, would have saved me a fortune. But we're going to head on over there now. Please consider going to Spitball Media. $5, people. That ain't nothing. You couldn't even get from 3 blocks from your house with gas at this point. So please, please, please check it out. Thanks for our friends for hanging out in the chat tonight. Thanks to people like our good friends over at Wrestling Soup, the Drew Yari Show. Hey Now Rich Dow, his podcast is starting, I think, in like 10 minutes. If you're going to go check that out, if you're staying online tonight. And, of course, our good friend Sam Hoyos and Playing Dead. I think he just put out a new video. That dude's always pumping out the songs, man. I don't know how he does it. Necromaniacs podcast, they just did a Jaws 3, the first 3 Jaws retrospective, which I thought was an interesting idea. And I just did an interview with Ringsiders that hasn't aired yet. Nice. Over in the UK, talking about SummerSlam and so forth. A lot of stuff going on with wrestling. I'm getting a lot of engagement there. It's pretty wild for a guy who barely watches. But we're heading out over to Patreon. Please consider going there. We're going to see you guys next week. Hope you have an awesome weekend.